We're live, Rabbi.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone, and welcome to this day when Parker will become a bat mitzvah. Let's start with music. Let's start with song with our cantorial soloist, Leslie Pomerantz. We are so happy to welcome all of you to this special day. Obviously, all of us would have preferred to be together physically, but we are together nonetheless. On behalf of Parker and her family, I'd like to offer a very special Shabbat Shalom to Casey's brothers and their families, Uncle Keith, Aunt Allison, and their sons, Jared and Noah. On the call. Uncle Corey, Aunt Heather, and their children, Zachary and Bryn, and Colby's brother watching all the way from California, Uncle Noah, and his son, Sam. And a special, special Shabbat Shalom to dear friend Lizzie Heinbach for being a friend who is truly family. We are grateful for her love and for her support. At this time in our service, I'd ask Casey and Colby to please come forward and to present Parker with her talit.
This talit was brought back from Israel. Turn around. Brought back from Israel for your cousins Jared and Noah that they wore at their bar mitzvahs. I'm wearing one. You were wearing the other. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahit tatif beit tzatzit.
Amen.
Today, the ark for our Torah is currently covered in what was my baby blanket as a child that I then used on both Parker and Sloan. So it came all the way from my parents' house many moons ago. So even though you all are not physically here with us, you are represented throughout.
And whoever could have imagined that this precious baby blanket would one day be used to cover a Torah at Parker's bat mitzvah. But what a beautiful way to bring your family and Torah literally together on this day. So thank you very much. Mom and Dad, you could take your seats as Parker's about to lead us in worship. Friends, I'm going to be giving some page numbers out. It's to a special prayer book that our teacher and bar and bat mitzvah tutor Bill Bronstein put together, especially for Parker and her family on this day. So throughout the service, I'll be giving page numbers so that Michael Pacino, who's behind the scenes and making this work, and Parker and I literally know that we're on the right page. So we continue on page 2.
We have come together to pray and sing. Our prayers are about the most important things in our lives. When we pray, we talk to God. Sometimes we say our prayers so our friends and family can hear them also. And sometimes we listen very carefully to ourselves. This afternoon, we will pray together and silently. Before we begin, we must be very quiet and listen. The air around us is filled with sounds, the shuffling of our feet, the turning of the pages, the beating of our hearts.
And Leslie and Parker continue at the bottom of page 3 with our Ashrei. Actually, Leslie, I'm wrong. It's Nisim B'chol Yom. And do you have that, Leslie?
I do. I just need to find the page.
That was my mistake.
Give me 1 second.
And Parker, Leslie starts, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you ready? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lasach bivina lehavchin ben yom uvein laila.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Kifufim.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam matir asurim.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Zokif kifufim.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam rokei haaretz al hamayim.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Hamechin mitzadei gaber.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam malbish arumim.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Hanotei le'af ko'af.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hama'avir shana me'inai utnuma mi'afapai.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Shi'asani b'tselem Elohim.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shasani bat chorin.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Shi'asani Yisrael.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam ozer Yisrael bigvura.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Oter Yisrael v'tikavoah.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah.
Amen. We now continue with our call to worship, Baruch Hu et Adonai.
Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
Parker reads for us at the top of page 7.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Yosef or Yuvorei Koseh Oseh Shalom Uvorei Hep et Hakol. Thank you, God, for creating the world. It is filled with wonderful things. Green grass and blue skies, the warm sun and the starry nights, white clouds and gray clouds, and flowers of every color, giant mountains and tiny ants, wide oceans and narrow streams.
And now I would like Sloan to come forward to offer a special reading with her sister Parker.
God, the Torah is filled with your love. Its words teach us how to live.
You shall have no God except me. Do not make idols.
Do not make promises you don't mean to keep.
Remember to celebrate Shabbat. Honor your father and mother.
Do not steal, do not murder.
Do not be jealous of what other people have. Do not tell lies.
We show our love for you, God, by trying to follow your words. Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Omo Yisrael. We praise you, eternal God, for the Torah which shines with your love.
We continue with Shema Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed.
Parker offers a reading on page 10, followed by our Micha Mocha.
You sent Moses to help them so they could worship you in freedom. Some people are still not free from slavery today. Help us to help them. Then everyone can sing this song and love you in freedom.
Micha Mocha V'Elim Adonai, Micha Mocha Nehedar B'Kodesh, Nora Tehilot Sefer, Nora Tehilot Sefer, Shira Chadesha Shibafu.
And Parker reads for us at the top of page 11.
Eternal God, who freed our people Israel.
And we sing Adonai Sifatai Tiftach.
Adonai Sifatai Tiftach Ufi Agita Hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth shall declare your praise.
And for our tefillah this afternoon, I invite Lou and Rose to offer a special reading of prayer. Wait, you have to unmute. Wait, you're not unmuted.
You have to unmute.
Michael, are they good?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh God, you are as near as the very air we breathe, yet further than the furthest most star.
We yearn to reach you. We seek the light and warmth of your presence. Though we say you are near, we are lonely and alone.
Oh, let our desire be so strong that it will tear the veil that keeps you from our sight. Let your light release our darkness and reveal the glory
and joy of your presence.
We continue with Sim Shalom.
Sim Shalom. shalom tova uvracha. Sim shalom tova uvracha. Sim shalom tova uvracha. Chain v'chesed, chain v'chesed v'rachamim. Chain v'chesed, chain v'chesed v'rachamim. Rachamim, sim shalom. Tova uvracha. Sim shalom tova uvracha. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Amelcha sim shalom. Tova uvracha. Sim shalom tova uvracha. Sim shalom tova uvracha.
Our service is about to shift its focus from meditation and worship to study and learning as we get ready to take out the Torah. In preparation for taking out the scroll, we invite Sloan to offer a reading, and we're at the bottom of page 15.
Long ago, it was written in Torah, assemble the people, men, women, and children, even strangers, to hear the words of Torah, to learn to love God, to do what Torah teaches.
We continue with the service for the reading of the Torah. We invite Parker and her family to please rise as Casey gets ready to take out the scroll and Sloan uncovers the scroll. We continue.
Al shlosha divarim, al shlosha divarim, al shlosha divarim, haolam omed al haTorah ve'al avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim.
Casey, Sloan, and Colby, if you'd come stand forward with Parker right up close to the table. And Casey, if you'd move to your right a little bit so everyone could see you. You're just out of the camera. And now, Colby, you move to your right a little bit. A little more. And now Casey comes forward. And I want to see all of Sloan. Good. Come on, Parker. There we go. We are right. We are now ready for Parker to prepare for a reading from the scroll. Parker, as we sing the words of the Shema, you take this Torah into your heart to be a part of your life, to take this family that has made the Torah yours into your heart, and to promise one day, as your father and mother passed the Torah to you, for you to pass it to your own family with the words of our Shema Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Gadol Shema.
We now undress the Torah scroll.
Al Torah ve'al avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim. Al Torah ve'al avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim.
As Parker gets ready to read from Torah, this is one of those very unromantic Torah portions that deals with pandemic and deals with cloistering people to the side until they get well. And it really has echoes for the situation in which we find ourselves today. And Parker has an amazing lesson, truly an amazing lesson to teach us about this Torah portion, but not before she reads her Haftarah in English, which deals with lepers and leprosy. So you can see this is not a romantic Torah portion in the least, deals with very serious topics, but Parker finds a way, and you hear her Devar Torah, to make the lesson so incredibly relevant and meaningful for us. Let's read Torah, let's read Haftarah. As we prepare for the first Aliyah, we invite Leslie and Glenn, Bubby and Peepa for our first Aliyah.
Adonai Hamvorah, Baruch Adonai Hamvorah, Le'olam Vaed. Baruch Atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai, noten haTorah. Amen.
Isha ki tiyeh zova, dam yihiyeh zova, bivshara shivant yamim tihiyeh benidata, v'hol hanogea ba yitma'at ha'ara, v'hol asher tishiv alav benidatav yitma, v'hol asher tishiv alav yitma, v'ho hanogea b'mishkava yhabes b'gadav v'rahat b'mayim v'tameh al ha'aref.
Blessing after, Baruch.
Baruch Atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam, notei tzidkot. Baruch Atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen and Mazel Tov. And Casey and Colby, in honor of the bat mitzvah of your daughter, we ask you to come forward and offer a prayer followed by the blessing.
May all the gifts hidden inside you find their way into the world. May all the kindness of your thoughts be expressed in your deeds. May all your learning lead to wisdom. May all your efforts lead to success.
May all the love in your heart be returned to you. May God bless your body with health and your soul with joy. May God watch over you night and day and protect you from harm. May all your prayers be answered.
Amen.
Amen.
Baruch hu et Adonai Hamvorach, Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
V'hol hanogea b'mishkava, kali asher teshev alav yhabes b'gadav v'rahat b'mayim al ha'aref v'imim al hamishkav hu al hakli asher hi yoshevet alav v'nag ovo yitma al ha'aref.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam, asher natan lanu Torah temet, v'chayei olam natan b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen. And Colby, if you would go to Parker's other side and come in, both of you nice and close on either side of her. Parker, we now call you forward for an aliyah, for your first aliyah as a young woman in the house of Israel. We call you by your Hebrew name. Tamod, 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 bat hamitzvah, Esther Yafa, bat Caleb Yitzchak.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvorah.
Baruch
Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorah le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher bahar banu mikol ha'amin v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Ve'im shachol yishkav ish ota uti midata alav v'tameh shivan yamin v'hu hamishkav asher yishkav alav yitma ve'isha ki yazuv zov dama yamin rabin below et midata Oti yazu al midata kol yame zov tumeta ki yame nideta tihye timea ha hi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'hayei olam notam b'tohenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Mazel tov, Mazel tov. Give the kid a kiss. Mazel tov, Mazel tov. If you would gently roll the Torah closed and just drape the covering on the side, place it to the side, and Parker, prepare for the English reading of your Haftarah.
Okay.
Parker now reads the English story of lepers from her Haftarah, one of the famous top 10 stories of lepers of all time.
At the entrance to the gate were 4 men, all lepers. They said to one another, "Why should we sit here until we die? If we decide to go into the city, we will die of famine. And if we remain here, we will die as well. Better to resort to the Aramean camp. If they let us live, we will live. If they put us to death, we will be dead." At twilight, they made their way towards the Aramean camp. When they reached the edge of the camp, they found not a soul. The Eternal had caused the Arameans to hear the sounds of horses and chariots, the sounds of a large army, so they had thought the king of Israel must have paid the king of the Hittites and of Egypt to attack them. And they ran away at twilight, leaving their tents, their horses, their mules, everything in their camp, just as it was. They had fled for their lives.
We now offer, Parker, you could sit with mom and dad for a moment. We now offer a Misha Berach for friends and family, people we know and love, who are facing a whole array of chronic illnesses and conditions and things people struggle with, especially now when it's harder to get the regular treatments they so depend upon. So we offer a Misha Berach, not only for them to get well, but to give us the courage to help them when they need support at a tough moment.
May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing. Mikor habracha leavoteinu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema. The renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
So Sloan and Parker stood together as sisters. And now we call upon Parker to come forward and offer her Devar Torah. And in a few years, Sloan, you will come forward and offer your Devar Torah. Parker's Devar Torah, as I said, is really one worth listening to very, very carefully.
The Torah portion I recited for you today focuses on women's menstruation, or nida, as it refers to in the Torah. When the Torah was written around 2,500 years ago, women's lives were very different than they are from ours today, because of the rule of separation. The women observed while menstruation likely had a smaller effect on their lives than what observant women that would have to do today. Women male menstruation, according to the Torah, are not supposed to have any physical contact with others, including their husbands. That means separated beds and often even avoiding passing objects directly to one another. If you go by what rabbis of observant Jews say even today for separation, it is 7 days after they are done menstruation has ended and a trip to the mikveh has been completed. This could make up the majority of some women's lives, especially if they are irregular or have spotting. When reading about this, I felt insulted for other women. I wondered if they felt outcasted in their own homes and communities. When researching my Torah portion, I used a women's commentary, which was very helpful. I read the following and it really affected me. Our society sends negative messages to women from earliest childhood about their expected perfections of their physiques and any disappointments of any's in the female form. It made me think of inequality and sexism within society and Judaism. It made me ask the question, does the Torah's view of women help them or hurt them? How can we empower Jewish women and all women to take pride in their bodies instead of shame? If we were to look at women's menstruation as a miracle that can lead to new life and celebrate it instead of shame it, would the world respect women more? To better understand my Torah portion, I went to the Mikveh at Soul Center, located at Temple Bethel Congregation. I have been told this is like going to the Four Seasons of Mikvahs, so I guess I lucked out. I went because the Torah commanded Jewish women over 2,500 years ago and observant women today that when they have their period or have a discharge, they have to be separated from everyone for 7 days or until they are done. When women are done menstruation on the 7th day after the conclusion, they are told to go to the mikveh or a ritual bath in order to be considered pure again and be able to be around others and rejoin their normal routine. When Rabbi Ditzik told me I had to go to the mikveh to research and better understand my Torah portion, I was scared. I had so many questions. I was not going into it with an open mind. I wanted to give up and not do it. I was worried some stranger would be in there with me while I was undressed. I was worried it would be dirty. I was even worried I might get claustrophobic in there. I was worried about getting my hair wet also. When I went to the mikveh, I went with my mom. We met a guide there named Rachel. One of the first questions I asked her was anyone going to be in there with me? When she said no, I felt so much better. I felt nervous, like I would maybe do something wrong or offend people by accident. Rachel made me feel more comfortable and less worried. She was warm and had a very happy personality. When I was there, I picked at the immersion I wanted to do. There were so many immersions to pick from. There were immersions for any life milestone you could think of. I chose to try the Nida monthly purification immersion as it related to my Torah portion and dealt with women's purification. I had to shower before getting into the mikveh, so I was clean. You take off all jewelry, makeup, and nail polish before entering. The mikveh room looks like a big spa with a hot tub in it. The lighting is warm and light, almost like a natural light, but there are no windows in there. The walls are covered with a tile that looks like a whitish green stone. When walking in to the bath, I said a prayer provided to me on a laminate sheet of paper. Getting into the water felt hot. Once I was in, I was at ease. I said another prayer before my first dunk. Then I went under the water and felt so relaxed. When I came up, I felt clean and calm. Going into my second dunk, I was a lot calmer. I said the prayer, then I dunked 2 more times. When I was done with the ritual, I relaxed in the bath for 2 minutes. When I was getting out, I said another prayer. Then I went to put my clothes and jewelry back on. I walked out to my mom and the guide, Rachel, and they asked me how it was. I told them it was so calming. After leaving, I told my mom I wanted to go back for another immersion before my bat mitzvah, which didn't happen. For my mitzvah project, I made feminine hygiene kits for women in shelters. Many of you donated generously, and I am so grateful. We were able to raise over $3,500 in feminine hygiene products. I am putting together more than 150 kits. I chose this project for a few different reasons. 35 states still have a pink tax. A pink tax is money that women are charged and taxed for items like pads and tampons that are needed and are forced to pay more money from the government. This got me thinking about the cost of being a woman. Even without pink tax, how much does it cost a month in supplies just to live? And feminine hygiene products, just what do we do? What do they do if they don't have the money? Did you know women on average spend $150 to $300 a year on feminine hygiene products? If people can't buy a house or a car or food or any other essential items, how can they afford to buy pads, tampons, or medicine for cramps? All of these questions added up, and I got to thinking about the homeless women and teens in shelters. What do they do if they have their period? What do they do if they're living on the streets? This is why I decided to provide women with feminine hygiene products. I partnered with the Jewish Volunteer Connection to make this happen. They offered up several organizations in Baltimore that were in need of these kits, but no one needed as many as Drum Mondelman Healthy Families did. They help care for women and children and provide in-home services for women in need. I can't think of a better place to support. They tend to the needs of women and families in 6 different Baltimore City neighborhoods. When girls and women live below the poverty line and can't afford to purchase basics like feminine hygiene products, this is called period poverty. According to a recent article in People magazine, close to 12 million women across the U.S. aged between 12 and 52 live below the poverty line. And most of them don't have access to sanitary pads. Currently, neither tampons or pads are available through government access programs like SNAP or Medicaid. Most U.S. states have even gone as far as exempting groceries and medications for sales tax, labeling them as necessaries. But this generosity didn't extend to menstruation products. Only 9 states in the entire country have policies in place that make sure feminine hygiene products are pink tax-free. Even within those states, for those experiencing poverty, a decent salary sanitary pad is unaffordable. Where does this leave women and teens, sometimes unable to attend school or go to work or leave their homes or bathroom? What happens if they don't have a home or bathroom? This type of isolation reminded me of my Torah portion. When women were isolated for being impure, this was a long time ago, and period poverty is still occurring today. Did you know, according to a recent study, nearly 1 in 5 American girls either have left school early or missed school entirely due to not having any period products? We must do better for girls and women. In previous times, women were isolated while menstruating. And when women and teens today don't have feminine hygiene products, they also become isolated. This leads to an inequality between men and women, and further financial inequalities for women living in poverty. When I think about women and teens who can't afford to buy these necessaries, I think about how unfair it is, and that I want to make a difference. I want to change that. Getting to do this project was great for me. Learning about the women and kids in need was enlightening. Now I want to help more and make a bigger difference. Thank you all for who donated and helping me make this happen. Mima, thanks for always taking the family on trips, never failing to make us laugh when you think you know what we say, and always supporting me with riding and everything that's important to me. Papa, thanks for always wanting to tell me and Sloan stories about your life when you were younger, playing Monopoly with me even though you know you're gonna lose, and taking us on family trips. Bubby and Peepa, thanks for always hosting all the family get-togethers and for all the dinners we have together. Pop Lou and Grandma Rose, thanks for all the fun times we have together. I love when you come over and just hang out with all of us. Sloan, thanks for being the best sister even though we fight a lot. And thanks for all the laughs and fun times we have together, outside, baking, fort building, and much more. Mom, thanks for all the fun times we had in the car, for always making me spaghetti when I'm sad or just have a bad day, or just have the craving. And for supporting me through my riding and life in general. Dad, thanks for always supporting the family, taking us to open houses, making us laugh with the backstory, pretending to know what I'm talking about when I get in the car from riding, and doing the funniest dances in the world. I couldn't ask for a better family. I love you all. Bill, thanks for preparing me for my service today. I wouldn't be able to do this without you. I will miss all the laughs during Hebrew sessions together. Rabbi Disick, thanks for helping me put together my sermon and teaching me how to take my time and slow down during public speaking.
We now call upon Casey and Colby to offer some remarks to their daughter.
You did it. 11 months of sessions with Bill and planning and practicing. It was touch and go there for a minute, wondering how we were going to pull this off with the pandemic, but you stayed the course. If there was something to be learned from our current situation and your ZOOMitzvah, it is that often in life we need to push forward and carry on. Sometimes you just have to forge ahead. That is something you did with maturity, grace, and determination. Today is a major life milestone for you and for us. I know the road to get here felt bumpy at times, but life is often that way. What I have found in my time is that the things that take grit and are hard-fought achievements end up being the sweeter success. This level of hard work and commitment is something we see in you all the time. You work hard in school, and we know that it isn't easy, but you commit fully. You've also managed to balance an intensive writing schedule along with your academics for the last 6 years. Setting your own alarm for pre-dawn hours on weekends to head to the barn for shows, not making it home until late many weeknights to eat quick and get to your homework. This past year, you have added bat mitzvah studies to the mix. I know at times it may have felt overwhelming. It felt overwhelming to me too, but you did it all and you managed to do it in your happy, head-first way we have come to know, love, and respect. Peach, you have taught me so much. I think maybe I've learned more from you than you can ever learn from me. But you may not understand that until you have your own child or children someday. You are such a blessing to me and have taught me so much. In your 13 years, you have blessed me by teaching me unconditional love, patience, positivity, commitment, and determination. Like me, you are someone with a strong sense of justice, but you are brave enough to be outspoken at an earlier age. You are someone who roots for the underdog in life and wants to help where you are needed. You want to care for all living things, and when I arrive at the barn, I never know if I will find you cozied up to a horse, a dog, or a cat. Once or twice, I have even spotted you with geese. You have been this way since you were born, always loving every animal, and even at one point collecting stink bugs all over the house in little cups. Parker, I know if you commit yourself fully to something, there is no stopping you, and I can't wait to see what else you choose to commit to during your life. I love you, and I'm so grateful to be your mom.
Okay. Dear Parker, it has truly been a pleasure watching you grow and prepare for today. The circumstances across the world certainly have not made today easy for you, but you, as you often do with daily life, have made things work well and appear 5-star flawless. I am so proud of you. You have become an amazing young woman and a very skilled writer. A young woman who is thoughtful, caring, warm-hearted, hardworking, and well thought out and Brazilian. Your rise to womanhood through the halls of Genesee School and the barns at Garrison Forest have taught you respect, responsibility, and thoughtfulness. You're probably unaware of this, but my favorite 8 minutes of each weekday, pre-pandemic, are the 8 minutes that you and I ride to school together, mostly spent in silence, but from time to time we do connect about life and living. We share an affinity for fine dining, fine hotels and resorts, excellent service, and good junk food. I have learned that you have an amazing sense of right and wrong, fairness, justice for all, and equality for all, no matter the circumstance. This ride through life with you, Sloan, and Mommy is often a learning experience for me as well. Being the only male in a house of 3 strong women teaches me every day about the importance of justice and equality. It has also taught me the importance of knocking before entering, being quiet when I drive you and your friends places, and that beneath your beautiful looks, you are a well thought out, determined, and extremely savvy young woman. Mazel tov today, and congratulations on making the best of this situation as you always do. I look forward to watching you grow in the coming years and realize your own potential one day in a way that I can already see today. I love you.
Casey and Colby, if you just stay there with Parker for a moment. I was thinking, Parker, that, Ruth Bader Ginsburg has to live long enough for you to succeed her on the Supreme Court. She just does. That's just how it is. In a little while, you're going to receive a blessing from someone who actually met Ruth Bader Ginsburg as a young woman. But that's in a little while. That's just a tease. But for now, I'd like to call upon Marianne and Scott to offer a special reading of blessing for you, Parker.
Okay. Our hearts are one on this joyous day. As you commit yourself to a life of Torah, a life, we pray, filled with wisdom, caring, and right action.
We pray that you will grow each day in compassion for the needy, in concern for the stranger, and love of all people.
May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham and Sarah, Isaac and Rebekah, Jacob, Rachel, and Leah, bless you on becoming a bat mitzvah.
May you grow with strength and courage, with vision and sensitivity, and may you always be certain of our love.
We love you.
Amen.
Amen. Before you go, tell us a little bit about the background we're looking at.
That's our family room.
No.
This was the synagogue that we were in September in Israel, and we felt that it was the proper thing since we all could not physically be today in a synagogue, but with you, Rabbi, I feel like we're in a filled room. Bless you.
Thank you. And thank you for sharing that. And thank you for bringing your full hearts to be with us today. Thank you so much. We now call upon Parker's teacher, a teacher of Torah, Bill Bronstein, to offer words of blessing to Parker.
Parker, you did a fabulous job. You were wonderful. And my heart is filled with joy for you. We have a special relationship, not just teacher and student, but every time that we met and got together, you were always smiling. You always had something to share. You were always so positive. You were always happy. And that's a lot of what our Jewish ancestors taught us to do. Our prophets told us that we should be an or l'goyim, a light to the nations. Well, you are a very shining, wonderful, beautiful light, and your positive attitude
is the example that we need to send to the whole world. And I think that you are on the right step, the right path to do that, and to be this wonderful inspiration for everyone in the world. To be a blessing, well, you are a blessing. You're a blessing to your teachers, to your friends, but definitely to your grandparents who are all here, to your mom and dad, and to your sister as well. And the blessing that I would give to you in return is to say that may God bless you and keep you each and every day.
Amen. Amen. I would ask our mystery guest to please unmute and turn your video on. A lot of folks in the call are going to know who this is. I'd like to introduce Rabbi Sarah Marion.
Hi.
Hi, we miss
Parker.
you.
Oh my goodness. Just sending you all so much love. A little birdie told me today that it was your bat mitzvah today, and I had to be on it and watch you. Wait, I'm looking at myself. Is there a way I can see you? Can see all of you?
No.
You know? Okay, well, I know you're in my phone. You're out there somewhere. Just sending you so much love, Parker. Yet that speech was unbelievable. You are just such an incredible, strong, resilient person. And I'm just so honored. I've always been so honored to know you and your very special family. You are truly going in the footsteps of your amazing, beautiful, strong, resilient mother. And I know that you are just going to continue to shine and bring and radiate so much light into this world. So Mazel Tov. I'm so proud of you. Casey, Colby, Sloan, sending you all a big kiss.
Thank
We
you.
miss you.
Miss you so much.
Miss you.
Thank you, Rabbi. Rabbi Marion, how old were you when you met Ruth Bader Ginsburg?
I was about 9 or 10.
Sloan's age.
Yeah.
Right. And you caught some of what she had and you obviously gave it to Parker.
It's what I do. It's my mission in the world.
Yeah, obviously. Thank you, Rabbi. Thank you for being with us.
Thanks.
So,
Thank you.
Marion.
So in advance of asking for God's blessing and the words of our people today, I just want to show great respect for the lesson that Casey learned. As the father of 3 daughters, it isn't instant when one learns to knock before entering, right? We have to learn it the hard way. So
Right.
Casey, I have great respect for a man who can learn that lesson, and for the women and daughters in his life who teach him always with patience and love. And so always with patience and love, right? So I'd ask the 4 of you to move over to the right a little bit so we can see all of you. There we go. There you go. And Parker, if you'd face your mom and dad as we practiced it, right? Just face mom and dad. There you go. And with our cantor, Leslie Pomerantz, we ask for blessing in your life, Parker.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
Leslie, did we lose you?
Did you lose me?
For a moment, let's do the second part of the blessing.
Yahir Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May God's face shine upon you and be dedicated to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yaseim lecha shalom.
A life of strength, of wisdom, and the courage to always do the right thing, just as you did in your words today, just as you did in your words today. Just take the courage of today and let it ripple out into your life. May this be your blessing. And we say together, Amen, Amen, Amen. We lift the Torah, Casey, as we return the Torah to the ark with Sloan's help.
Rizot HaTorah, Sher Sam Moshe, Lifnei B'nei Yisrael. Al Pi Adonai, B'yad Moshe. Yalai, lai, 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 yalai, lai, 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 lai. Yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai.
Mandy Heinel is wearing several hats on this great afternoon, including representing our congregation's leadership. Mandy, we call upon you to make a special presentation to Sloan. The four of you look like the Von Trapp singers, and like you're about to offer a song together.
And we're as loud as them too, so we are grateful for mute today. Parker, Mazel Tov to you and your family on an incredibly beautiful service today. Your Devar was amazing. It was thoughtful, insightful, and reflects who you are, a confident, bold, and strong leader and advocate. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Har Sinai Oheb Shalom Congregation, and in celebration of your becoming a bat mitzvah, we present to you, we're mailing you, a few gifts that we hope will help you continue your Jewish journey. You will receive a Torah commentary, a prayer book, a certificate for $1,000 to travel to Israel from the Albert S. Weitzman Gift of Israel Fund, 6 months of free membership to the JCC provided by the Associated, the JCC, and HSOSC, and a B'nai Mitzvah certificate commemorating this important moment. You worked so hard to prepare for today, and it really showed. I hope, despite the unusual circumstance, you cherish this moment for all of its warmth and beauty and find a well-deserved sense of accomplishment and pride in yourself. Mazel Tov again, Parker. We can't wait to celebrate with you in person soon.
Thank you, Mandy. Thank you. We would be remiss not to remember the lives and accomplishments of those who came before us. We remember especially on this Shabbat afternoon, those connected with Parker's extended family. We remember Doris and Eli Simon, Bess and Noel Braverman, Evelyn and Stanley Nordheimer, Mary Ruth and Jod Breedethal, and Colby's aunt, Parker's great aunt, who Parker's named for, Julie Gold. Together with names that were echoing in our hearts in preparation for our Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah, v'yalmad yivrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechonu v'yomechonu v'chayi d'chol Beit Yisrael, v'agalav v'zman kariv yimru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mivarach le'olam ulamei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnasei, v'yithadar v'yithaleh v'yithalal shemei d'kudisha brichu. Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, Tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran b'yalma v'yimru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav, hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. May the source of peace send peace to those who mourn and bring comfort to the sorrowing hearts of the bereaved who are with us here on this Shabbat afternoon. And we all say together, Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. We call upon Grandpa Scott to raise the Kiddush cup and the challah for Kiddush and Motzi. We raise the cup. The wine is first.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam bori pri hagafen.
Amen. L'chaim, l'chaim. To the bottom of the, come on, finish it up, finish it up. And now the challah, and now we raise the challah. Raise it up high. We sing together.
Baruch
Go ahead.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen. Before our closing song, Colby and Casey want to share a message with us.
I just want to take a minute to thank you, Rabbi Disick, and Bill Bronstein, who really, and Michael Pacino, your work to get us to today, all of it. Some started very long ago, like 11 months, and some, as the pandemic, people entered the scene and were incredibly helpful, and we are very grateful. We also want to thank all our friends and family who, and Leslie Pomerantz, of course, for joining us with her beautiful voice, which we always look forward to hearing at the high holidays. We really are grateful. You're always a highlight for our Jewish New Year. So thank you for being here today. And thank you to all our friends and family who, even though you couldn't be here in body, we know you're here in spirit. Thank you so much for being with us.
And before the closing song, I would like to say that Casey and Colby are willing to lend out the Continuum wine box for your future Zoom events. It is available for loan, but you have to bring it back. Leslie, what is our closing song?
How about Siman Tov Mazel Tov?
Yes.
Amen. Hit it.
Song come up.
Siman Tov Mazel Tov Mazel Tov Siman Tov Mazel Tov
Mazel tov.
Siman Tov Mazel Tov Mazel Tov Siman Tov Yehelanu 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 Ulechol Yisrael Yehelanu Yehelanu Ulechol Yisrael Yehelanu Yehelanu Ulechol Yisrael Yehelanu Yehelanu Ulechol Yisrael. One more time. Siman Tov Mazel Tov Mazel Tov Siman Tov Siman Tov Mazel Tov Mazel Tov Siman Tov Siman Tov Mazel Tov Mazel Tov Siman Tov Yehelanu Mazel Tov.
Thank
Mazel tov.
Thanks.
Mazel tov. Can I read a little something to Parker?
What? Yes. Go for
I
it.
can.
Mazel
Parker, I have a little message for you. Can I go? Sure. Parker, you're like a special edition book. Each time a page is turned, there is mystery and excitement as your story has just begun to unfold. Sometimes laughter, sometimes tears, then joy as your life adventure is told. You bring back wonderful memories, times I lovingly recall. All the happy, sweet times we had when you were very, very small. Silly laughing, fun with baking, shows and plays, costumes galore, card games, sleepovers, and more. So while you're reading this, think of each word as a hug. Your uniqueness will be memorable in my heart always. Love you, Bubby and Peapod.
Very nice.
Mazel tov.
Yay, thank you.
Yay.
Did a wonderful job. Wonderful.